I'm Rowan Hart, a 38-year-old man who fixes broken code for a living. My rescue dog, Tucker, the Desert Pines Sentinel, and I live together in a one-story rental on the outskirts of Flagstaff. Every morning, as I lace my hiking boots and pull on a stale sweater, I hear the whispering of needles beyond our fence. No grand view greets me, no dramatic skyline, just routine. I fill Tucker's bowl with kibble, scratch behind his ears, and shoulder out the door. No exciting weekends, just deadlines, puppy walks, groceries. But for the past 7 years, the Hartlrain family barbecue has been my personal masterpiece. It all started quietly 7 summers ago when Leanne's cousin muttered, "Spare me," after someone asked who'd watch the grill. "You like cooking," she added. So I showed up, with charcoal, a half-price wireless speaker, and an Instagram dream of skewered shrimp. Truth is, I'd been in agony that whole week, but that day, the family's smile stretched from our rented porch to the ranch gates. A spark lit something inside me. I relaxed, sipped lemonade, and bragged over my dry-rubbed ribs. I appreciated the compliments, but I was far more drawn to the look Leanne gave me from across the lawn. She smiled, gave me a victorious nod, and I felt something deeper than ego. Over time, that yearly gathering turned into an unspoken agreement. I became the griller. I experimented. With new rubs, ditched the throwaway plates for enamelware, and shelled out for real Italian olive oil. I'd collect the box of sodas, collaborate on the marinated potato salad with her aunt, and spend evenings mentally practicing ambulance drills, just in case. I worried about rain, about the smoker bucking, about burning the brisket. That panic? It kept me focused. I wrote meticulous shopping lists, mapped out scavenger hunts in the grocery aisles, and even set aside savings into a moving barbecue fund. This year was supposed to be the best. I swore off streaming. For a weekend, chose organic trail shoes to save more money, bought hardwood bits for the smoker, invested in a high-end digital thermometer with a backlit display. I even got a steel offset smoker, a gift for Leanne's elderly parents. Insulated. Handles, bronze finish, cost more than my phone bill. When the UPS truck finally arrived, I hugged that crate so hard the neighbors probably thought I won the lottery. But I didn't do it for praise. I did it out of love. Or maybe delusion. Because big gestures, they don't earn you love from people who already love you. I remember Leanne's mom wiping the smoker's lid, whispering, "Oh, Rowan." You remembered. Her dad, I imagined, would clap me on the shoulder and hand me a bourbon from his hidden bar cart. Back home, laughter floated above the fire like smoke. On Sunday, I refilled my lighter, checked the gas, sharpened my blades, and reorganized my tool chest. I polished the grates until they gleamed. The kitchen table sagged under the weight of grocery bags, a gallon of hickory barbecue sauce, and amber bottles of local brew. At my feet, mason jars of seasoning blends and craft beer. I scratched behind Tucker's floppy ear and muttered, "Dinner's frozen pizza tonight, but trust me, we're going big." Crust warmed in the oven, salad tossed like an afterthought. A half-empty glass of Cabernet tasted more like obligation than pleasure. I scrolled through last year's party photos, string lights glowing, smoke curling through aspens, family lounging in Adirondack chairs. Leanne's face, tilted toward the sun, lit up just as she bit into a smoked sausage. The memory burned warm in my chest. 7 years of effort, 7 years of applause and smiles. But was that genuine appreciation? My chest tightened. What if I'd been wrong? Maybe. Just maybe. I thought this was love returned, and I clung to that. Told myself it was just pre-event nerves. On Fridays, their cars always came, tidy rows by the barn. Leanne would link her arm through mine and whisper, "Thank you," And for one perfect weekend, I was king of the world. I stood behind the counter staring at rows of spices like soldiers waiting for orders. I dipped my fingers into the deepest blend: cumin, smoked paprika, cayenne. This wasn't just cooking. It was devotion. I wiped my mouth, pulled off my sweatshirt, ran a hand through my hair. Still 2 days to go, but in my head, I'd already won. When the wind rustled through the pines, I leashed up Tucker and stepped into the night. Every step of our walk echoed a quiet promise. That come Friday, the Hartle Rain barbecue would blaze to life again, and I'd be ready, because, for 7 years, faith carried me. So with Tucker at my side, I stepped into the chill, wrapped in the belief that the smoke I'd nurtured would cover us all. But deep inside, a fear I dared not name flickered. What if this year they had other plans? 3 days before the barbecue, I stepped into the kitchen, my shirt soaked in marinade I'd perfected over hours. Brisket slabs, thick, precise, kissed with mustard rub and drizzled honey vinegar. I cracked open a lager, rubbed my palms, leaned in to inhale the sharp bite of black pepper and the mellow caramel of brown sugar. Then I heard it. A soft knock. Leanne stood in the doorway, phone in hand. Casual smile, hair tucked behind her ear. "Hey," she said softly. I wiped my hands, tried to smile. "Checking on the ribs?" She lifted her phone. Kelsey says, "They're not coming. Off!" The word hit like a slap. I froze, foil crinkling in my grasp. She shrugged. Too broke to travel. No gas, no lodging, nothing. My ribs felt heavier than the brisket. The kitchen shrank around me. I set the foil down gently, tried to stay calm. She nodded, voice steady, no anger, no apology. She turned, walked out. The screen door clicked behind her. I stood there. Just me. The brisket and the bottles of sauce lined up like soldiers with no war. A notification buzzed. Her cousin. "Bummer, man. Maybe next year." I didn't reply, didn't call, didn't ask. Why? My cheeks burned, not with rage, but with rawness. I plated 3 thick brisket slices, sauced them up. Tucker came in, tail wagging like a metronome. I gave him a bite. Outside, the sky glowed burnt orange. I ate alone. Each bite was tender, zesty, and bitter. Memories surfaced between each chew. Leanne's wide-eyed pride, her grandma